Welcome to Lochhead on Marketing, where we're trying the world's first Marketing PodStorm. 30 days of strategies and ideas to help you create the future of your choosing. Hey ho, let's go. Thanks for pressing play. I'm glad you're here. On this episode, let's talk about why standing in front of an empty fireplace expecting it to be hot is kind of dumb. You see, often one of the first places that CEOs, CFOs, and even sometimes CMOs cut in a downturn is marketing. Now, look, I'm not that stupid. I understand that some of our businesses are in a situation where we have to make cuts, and in some cases, we have to make survival cuts. I get that. However, decreasing marketing investments at a time when you desperately need revenue is like a person who's freezing, standing in front of an empty fireplace saying, gee, I wonder when this thing's going to get hot. You got to put some logs on the fire. And so, said in a different way, cutting your marketing budget when the thing you need most is revenue might not be the wisest move. And let's talk about that today. Our friends at Oracle NetSuite are the number one cloud provider, cloud ERP provider on the planet for entrepreneurial businesses. And they've got this wonderful new guide out called 7 Actions Businesses Need to Take Now. So to get your free guide and to schedule a free NetSuite product tour, visit netsuite.com/different. That's netsuite.com/different. And in a crisis, data makes all the difference. And my friends at Splunk are here to help you bring data to every question, every decision, and every action. Go to splunk.com/D, the number 2E, as in data to everything. That's splunk.com/D2E. All right. Now, the worst thing that you can do in a downturn is to make your category and brand disappear. As I said off the top, I understand many of us have to make some cuts, but be careful. If you weed whack too much marketing, you won't just cut your weeds, you'll cut all your grass. And so you want to be visible now. You want to find smart, creative ways to make your category and brand super visible now. The reason is when people hear about categories and brands during a downturn, they assume that you're doing well, that your business is doing well, and most importantly, that others are buying from you. And look, this may sound overly critical or mean or whatever, but human beings are pack animals. They are herd animals. And if we think everybody else is doing something, then we think, well, maybe we should be doing something, that same thing as well. And so marketing during a downturn makes you visible and creates the impression that you're doing well and that other people are doing business with you. And so, because the aha in people's heads is, wow, if this roofing company is marketing at this time, they must have a very strong business. And people want to buy from category queens and kings, from category and market leaders. Marketing in a downturn creates the perception that your business is strong, you're going to be here in the future, and most importantly, others are buying from you, and therefore it creates the fear of missing out. Maybe I should be buying from you. Now, as you know, I'm a huge fan of the Harvard Business Review. There's many wonderful articles up about downturns and stuff on HBR. Well, one in particular, check out How to Market During a Downturn by John Quelch and Catherine Joes. In there, they say many smart things, but one in particular, reassuring messages that reinforce an emotional connection with the brand and demonstrate empathy are vital. And the OG of advertising, one of my heroes, David Ogilvy, says, don't bunt, aim out of the park, aim for the company of immortals. So look, I know it's a tough time. I know you probably have to make some cuts, but I'm encouraging you to be thoughtfully aggressive, very thoughtfully aggressive about this. And some companies, even giant successful companies sitting on a boatload of cash, in my opinion, are making a big mistake. Most recently, you might have seen some of the reports that say Google could be cutting as much as half their marketing budget. That's been reported in the press. That's a dumb idea. And it's a particularly dumb idea because it gives Apple literally a once in a lifetime chance to smash the shit out of Google. And if I was the CEO or CMO of Apple and I saw that, I would go hard to the hoop on throwing some logs, if you'll allow me to mix metaphors, on our marketing fire. Because think about this right now, while Google has publicly said they're backing down, if Apple increases their marketing investment, is thoughtfully aggressive, they could literally crush Google and damage them in a way that could be very well be permanent. So what am I saying to you? Don't be like Google. Do not make the mistake of making your category and or brand disappear. You want to be thoughtfully aggressive. I get that you have to make some cuts, but understand now's the time to throw some logs on that fire, generate heat, generate revenue, and position yourself for long-term success. So invest strategically, and please do not overcut. Invest strategically. All right. We would like to thank my dear friends at Atranet, ATRE.net, building legendary B2B websites in Silicon Valley for more than 20 years. My friends at Spiro.ai, Spiro.ai, want to help you harness the power of artificial intelligence to close more sales with proactive relationship management. All right, today's information is provided to you solely for informational purposes, and this oddcast is the sole property of the Lochhead Oddcast Network. Warning, clearly, the creators of this oddcast may have been consuming libations. We are produced and edited by living podcast legend Jason DeFilippo. Technical execution and awesomeness by Sarah Knox and Jamie J. Show notes by Diane Gervasio. And it all is held together by the legendary Candy Dandy. The thought I will leave you with today comes from another set of my heroes, Al Reese and Jack Trout, who said, what should a brand leader advertise? ? Brand leadership, of course. Leadership is the single most important factor in motivating consumer behavior, end quote. Stay healthy, stay legendary, and until we're together again, follow your different.